Okay, welcome to the Hotness Unleashers show, season 2, episode 2, where I have none other than Yuval Ackerman, Susannah Dawn, Paul Deitch, Nathan Hill, Nadine Heir, Morgan Snyder, Dr. Lulu, Shoulder, and Beth Grace, and love that we just shortened that right up. So, man, I got to tell you, I am so excited about this new format and how it just brings so much more energy to the room. And I know that we're out streaming to like all these different profiles now. And I'm trying to get my own fired up so that I can see like what's actually happening. And whoo, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it comes across that I just get a little bit amped up. So as you guys know, a little housekeeping, right? So what is the Hotness Unleasher show about? It is about paying attention to other people or their work in an intentional way. And when we do that, it unleashes hotness. And it is a good thing. It is a word that came together via this LinkedIn community, via conversations with people that I know and have fallen in love with over the last, almost a year now. And I love that Dr. Lulu is like right now working on her audio, and we're going to make that happen. And it's just real life, right? Here we are. It's 8:00 Pacific time, Saturday, March 18th. We've got comments rolling in like crazy. There's been some challenges laid out. I think it was on Susannah. I think it might've been on I can't remember. It was somebody's promotional post where where they said, oh, I don't know, I can out comment anybody. And I'm like, okay, bring it. Right. Cause I think the record last season was 794 comments on the finale. And the first episode this year, we had 370 or something like that. So comments are where the action is, right? So with that, I want to say welcome to everybody who's here right now and who is commenting. I love it. So we're going to kick this thing off because we do have a tight schedule. I want to get us out of here around, if not just very, very close to the 9:00 hour Pacific time. And so with that, we are going to kick it off. So this isn't about us. This is about everybody who in this house who is excited to announce their unleashers. All right. And we're going to have a specific order. So with that, Beth, you are up first. Are you ready? Are we ready to get this thing going?
I'm ready if you are.
I am ready. Okay, so we're going to start this off. All right, Beth, who is your first Hotness Unleasher?
All right, so if Brooke, you're watching, don't hate me. She's very introverted, but Brooke, I just had to shout you out. So there's actually a funny story about kind of how I met Brooke. If you were here for the last show, you've heard a small part of it. Samantha Sierra had shared that at one point. And so Samantha Sierra and Logan Langan were throwing carousel war smack, kind of as they usually do. But this time they actually had brought it to one of my posts. And I was just like, wait a minute, you're bringing this to my post. So we're going to see what happens here. So they threw down a challenge to see if I could join in the carousel wars. And I did. And obviously I won. So I got my crown as the Duchess of Positivity.
Congratulations.
No, I'm just kidding. We all ended up kind of sharing, but Sam will always tell you that she won, but it's a lie. I actually won. So anyway, I accepted that challenge. And one of the chosen people to act as the honorable judge with Kristen Adonisio was Brooke Braga. I had no idea who this lady was. I was just like, okay, who is she? Never heard of her before, but somehow she knows Sam and Kristen, so I guess she's cool. Well, I decided to kind of get to know her. And then as I got to know her, I realized that Brooke is simply one of the smartest and kindest people I know. She works behind the scenes as a really cool genius ninja type person. She's the hidden leg in the cuddle tripod with Jeremiah Hammond and Samantha Sierra. And she's actually the one that coined the terms cuddle huddle and cuddle puddle. And the show literally could not exist without her. She is an amazing live comment moderator. And she throws out phrases like American Taco on the regular.
Nice.
So if you are working on a project, she will be one of your biggest supporters. She's a creative workhorse. And I mean, she's funny as hell, guys. So please shower her with some love. her introverted self may hate it, but she deserves every single bit of it.
Awesome. Okay, so congratulations, Brooke. You are an official Hotness Unleasher. Welcome to this community. Okay, so with that, hopefully Dr. Lulu's audio is working because she is up next. Here we go with your Hotness Unleasher. And no, we don't have it. So dang, we're still on mute. All right, so we're going to continue to work on you, and we're going to skip to Morgan Snyder, and we'll come back to you, Dr. Lulu, when the time comes, okay? All right, we're going to get this thing figured out. Morgan, you are up next, sir.
All right, awesome. So starting off for me, it's got to be Matt. He's my #1 pick in the draft. He hails from Nevada. He is a fun man, physical therapist, all around fantastic human being. I've been working with Matt on a couple of different things, and it all started here on LinkedIn. We have we followed each other for about a year, and then we just kept talking about the obnoxious number of kids that we have, and we just grew really close through that connection. We both run different circuses, so we each have our unique circus show, and so we just kind of cried and happy tears over that. So that's kind of how we came to be. If you're looking at investing, if you're looking at how to have better posture as you sit in your chair at work, he can definitely be that coach in your life, and just makes me laugh. The guy just makes me laugh every time we interact. He always has something ridiculous to say, and has a degree in levity. So I appreciate Matt Thomas.
Awesome, man. I'm just thrilled that he's here. Matt, congratulations. Welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community officially. This is so great. This is what I love about this show. Like how, I was talking to Don Cohen, who was brought to me via this show. And a lot of you guys know him because he's a daily live show guy, right? And one of the things he said was, look, it can look like we have all these connections in common, right? So this is from my LinkedIn profile, right? And I have 34, mutual connections, which means that, so I've got 7,000 or something followers, and he's got 4,400 followers, right? So at 11,000 people, we have 32 people in common. That's not very much overlap, right? Like this world is massive, and we all have our own unique kind of opportunities to kind of get to know people. And as I was putting this list together last night, I'm like, holy crap, I don't know these people, and they just look awesome. So that's the point of the show, is how do we grow? And again, Matt, congratulations. Welcome to this community. Morgan, thank you for bringing him in. I appreciate that so much. All right, Nadine, you ready?
Just about. Yeah.
All right, let's make it happen. Here we go. Here's your Hotness Unleasher.
I'm super excited to announce Wilfred. I wish I had like a really cool story like you, Beth, about how we met. I don't remember. I think we sort of just gradually started like getting to know each other. And he's also one of these people who I feel like he's not shouting enough about himself. And he's just fantastic. He's a kind person. What I want to say that I really love about his content, though, is that he's like consistently smart, consistently intelligent. Every post he puts out teaches me something. I think teaches a lot of us something. He specifically talks mostly about the branding story that startups need to tell, and I'm in that space, so I love it. I just don't think enough people are really talking about that. But honestly, it's so useful to pretty much anyone. And yeah, he's been teaching us about social capital. I really recommend his post on Friday, if anyone is interested in learning about social capital on that. And just, really one of these people that I think is like an unrecognized influencer, and really should be getting a lot more eyes on his profile. And now that I've got him here, Avocado would like to give you your prize, Wilfred.
Nice.
Thank you for being so nice to me, even though I call you Wildred all the time. Because of my spell checker.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so 2 cats. I saw. So there's Toast.
2.
And avocado. See, that makes total sense. Like, why wouldn't that be the case? Now I think Sam and I. Okay. Now, another weird thing. So Samantha, Sierra, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I have 4 pets. All right. So 2 dogs, 2 cats, well, and a snake, but the snake has no name. So there's the dogs are Nala and Evie, and the cats are Luna and Sage. And I'm pretty sure Sam has two pets named Nala and Luna. So that's weird. But anyway,
Yeah.
there we go. All right. So Dr. Lulu, is your audio working?
Yes.
Yes. Look at this. Yes. Okay. We were freaking out about this. So we're going to go back.
I needed my 18-year-old to do his magic.
There it is.
Don't
all right.
ever tell him I said he was right. But yes. My name is Dr. Lulu. Thank you so much for the space.
Absolutely.
My first name, for those who do not know, is actually Uchenna. Most people don't know that. And so I share a first name with my first star today.
Awesome.
His name is Uche. First name Uche. My first name is also Uche. Uche Chukwu is a menace to society in a good way. He is Nigerian born. He's also queer, which is two words that do not go together if you leave the Nigerians to decide. So Uche is in the podcast world. We met on these LinkedIn streets and I was like, he has my name. Let me lean in.
Yeah.
And he's a rebel. He goes about telling people that God is queer. What? I love it because I believe that God is also queer. What? So Uche Chukwu is my first star for the day. Uche, take your flowers, take your stars. He is wearing in that profile picture a Nigerian outfit. The top one,
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing the hat and the shirt, but you can't see the full turban. His website is theuche.com. Go check him out. He's on YouTube, he's on TikTok, he's on LinkedIn, he's everywhere, trying to spread the good word about being Black, being African, being an immigrant, and being queer. I check off all of those boxes. So thank you so much, Uche, for being a star today. Here are your flowers. They're virtual, but have them, enjoy them, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
I love it.
All
All right. So Dr. Lulu, now his profile says that he's in Houston, but is he actually in Nigeria?
No, he's in Houston. So
Okay.
he's Black, he's Nigerian, he's an immigrant.
Okay, you said that,
he's
right? Immigrant.
queer.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So Uche, welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. We take everybody around here. I mean, so I just love that Dr. Lulu, you have brought him into this house and he is welcome and adored and just celebrated all the way around. So again, thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to get back in order. So Morgan, we got Matt. Congratulations to Matt. Congratulations to Wilfred. Now, Nadine, I did want to say, I love that you're bringing in the Nigerian people because, but
So
and I
many.
want them to be guests on the show, but gosh, we fight these bandwidth, this bandwidth stuff so much. And any way we can work around that, I am open. I want to know how to do that, make that happen. Okay. So again, congratulations, Wilfred. Welcome to Hotness Unleasher community. Nathan, are you ready? You are up.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Here we go.
All right. My first person I'd like to mention is Miriam Mandel. She's a pediatrician. She is a teen health and wellness coach, as you see. So I have little kids of my own. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I have 3 girls, a 4-year-old, a kindergartner, a first grader. So the kind of age group that Miriam is talking about is a little bit ahead of me. So I'm following her to kind of do some prep work. She talks a lot about adolescence. She talks a lot about adolescent issues, developmental things. She will run content in series format where she'll pick a topic and she'll talk about it for several posts in a row. And it's really informative because she'll get pretty deep into the research. She'll explain what the implications of that are. And I regularly get a lot out of it because my kids will eventually be that age. And I do have a niece and nephew that age. So if you have kids that age, or if you are an educator or somebody who works with teens, she is an absolute must follow, no question.
Dude, I'm just like sort of shut down now because I have 4 kids, right? And they're 23, 21, 18, and 15. So I know about these issues, and I pretty much have an honorary MD because I've seen some stuff, right? I mean, you do. I live in the modern world with modern kids who face modern issues, and I get it. So yeah. So Miriam, welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. I will definitely be reaching out to you because, man, there's some stuff going on out here that is scary as all get out, and it is real. And I have seen a lot of it, and if not with my own kids, with their friends, and some of them who are no longer on this planet, which is, yeah, that's that. So with that let's just, again, congratulations, Miriam. Welcome to this community. Paul, you're up next, sir. Are you ready?
I am absolutely ready.
Awesome,
Wow.
man. Okay, let's go. Here we are. All right, go.
Oh man, words cannot describe how incredible this woman is here, Danelle Delgado. She has the most inspiring story. She's the greatest speaker in the world. And she is proof that one connection, one conversation can change your entire life. She is an elite mentor, business strategist, speaker, and she has a new company that she started recently called Engage. If you want to level up in life and do things that you were born to do, you absolutely need to connect with Danelle. And I'll leave you all with the greatest piece of advice that she ever shared with me, and that's be more afraid of being nothing than being something. Thanks, Trevor.
Man, thank you so much for that, because a lot of times what I think gets in the way of a lot of people is actually fear of success, right? And the opposite is worse, right? So let's just celebrate that. Danelle, congratulations. Welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community, and welcome to the show. And again, this is what it's about, right? It's about celebrating each other and the contributions that we all make. All right, so Susannah, are you ready? You ready to roll?
Let's bring her up.
Let's make it happen. Here we go. Here is your Hotness Unleasher.
My first one is Dr. Constance Leland. And this is somebody that I have only known for less than a month.
Okay.
This is one of those cases where the connection was made within another LinkedIn Live. That's where it started, and it just explodes from there. CJ is somebody who just wants to inspire the world, and she inspires it by bringing other people into her platform to share stories. So a lot of it is sharing the stories, and another part is she calls herself a serial educator, and I think she's probably got so many degrees, and she's got more coming up. I think that it's just the way that she is out there and doing podcasts, doing LinkedIn Lives, and just the posts that she does. And she throws some history in it. Like her post yesterday had a little bit of history on St. Patrick's Day. And so she's your educator.
Okay.
And Dr. Leland is just amazing.
Awesome. So now
and she loves people.
I'm learning some stuff here. So she's got PHUS on her name, which is a designation that I know nothing about. I don't know about that. That's instead of PhD. I mean, what's happening there? Explain that to me.
Well, and I know she's in the audience.
Okay.
So I can't.
You don't know either. All right. So we're going to find out about that, because I love all that stuff. I mean, a lot of us out here, we've got all kinds of stuff that we add to our names that is meaningful to us. It represents significant investment. It represents time that we have put in. It represents expertise. And I want to know that, and you refer to her as CJ too. So that's like, her, right? And because I don't see that here. So I love that too, right? So you do have a real connection here, and congratulations.
Well,
yes,
she invited me onto her LinkedIn Live. It just happened like that, and we ended up doing it on International Women's Day last week.
Nice.
And it will turn into a podcast later.
Love it.
And there she says it has to do with international business.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So thank you. Congratulations, CJ, Dr. Leland. And we are thrilled to have you as part of the Hotness Unleasher community. All right. So next, Yuval, are you ready to roll?
As ready as I can be.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go.
Yeah. So my first person that I would like to tell all of you about is Hyla Rose. And she is the kind of person who sees people as who they truly are. She has this extraordinary gift of just making people cry, but in the best way possible. I know that I've cried speaking with her a few times, or almost crying. She is undoubtedly one of my biggest LinkedIn crushes. We hit it off real quick when we connected first a few months ago. And as soon as we spoke, I also told her, you need to come and be on my own podcast. We have to talk about relationships and how we see relationships. She has the most wonderful recommendations for content that I wish I had the time to consume, but I don't, and then making me feel incredibly guilty for that. I'm kidding. And she is as real as they get. Honestly,
Awesome.
She is as funny and as real, and professionally, she's helping a lot of moms out there just to be less stressed and just expand as the human beings that they are first. She's a mom of five herself, and she's doing so many things. I don't know how she finds time to do all of these and still hear me, banter and vent on everything. And I just love her. She's my soul sister.
Love it. Okay, now pronounce her first name for me again, because I will totally butcher that.
Chayele.
Heiler. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. I love that. I'm just a classic for butchering, first names. So with that, Heiler, welcome to the Hotness Unleashers community. Love that you are here. I am married to a mom who is stressed, and we get that, right? So can't quite get her to join in the whole LinkedIn party, but she keeps an eye on stuff. So I do occasionally let her know about that. So thanks so much for bringing her into this community, Yuval. Appreciate that so much. And I'm envious that you are in Valencia, Spain right now. And I just can't get enough of that because, as I said, and if anybody who is listening cares, it is my dream to someday expat and in a place, if not Spain, somewhere definitely like Spain. So with that, let's move on. All right, Beth, we are going to go to round 2 of the Hotness Unleashers show, which means you are back up. Are you ready to go?
I am.
Awesome. Let's make it happen with Karen. Go.
So this is Karen Birchmore, and I'm not sure if she's actually able to join us today. I think she lives in England, so there might be a time difference there. But Karen was one of the very first people to ever reach out to me whenever I was starting my transition from education. And at that time, I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. If you go into education, you kind of just plan to live and die there. You don't plan on going anywhere else. Well, that just wasn't the case for me. And then that was kind of whenever I realized that the world is actually much bigger than just one small school building. And so I'm pretty sure that Karen and I met through a Social Saturday post, and she offered to have a coffee chat with me. And I'm just like, yes, please. And so we started talking, and she was the person. Sorry, I dropped something.
That's okay.
She was the person that helped me be able to really identify my skills that I had that would be useful in any industry. She pointed out that I wasn't just an educator. I was a freaking educator.
Okay.
Yes. Like I had all these skills. And so, she just kind of helped me know that I had so much to offer in any position. And the confidence that she helped me gain has allowed me to transform my entire mindset and pursue skills and opportunities that I just never thought would be possible.
Awesome. That is fantastic. So Karen, welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. Congratulations. I wish that you were here with us right now, but that's the way it goes. Sometimes we can't all be here, but yeah. So I see that Sia is saying that she is going to take off, which really sucks, but for reasons that we shall learn soon. But in any case, Dr. Lulu, are you ready to go with your second Hotness Unleasher?
Yes, I am.
Okay, here we are.
BC Alimi. Oh my goodness. So if you don't know BC yet, I don't know what rock you are residing under, but get up and get into the mainstream of knowledge. This here gentleman, also Nigerian, hello, is like the foremost voice in all things LGBTQ plus Nigerian internationally. I first met BC on the book streets because with my first book, I mentioned BC more than once. I was like, wait, who is this person? How come I don't know them? So I kind of started leaning in. I asked people to say, well, check LinkedIn. And I checked LinkedIn and voila, he was right there talking about all things queer Nigerian, and out there doing things bigly. BC, we haven't met yet. He happens to be Yoruba, which is one of the other three. So there are three main languages in Nigeria: Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. I tried to get a Hausa person, but I couldn't. Uche is Igbo, BC is Yoruba, I am Igbo. And in Nigeria, we like to think that the tribes don't get along, but that's a lie, because we do.
Okay.
So BC is out there educating people in Nigeria about queerness. He lives in the UK, by the way, educating people in Nigeria about queerness, educating the world about queerness. He was picked as one of the 8 people to carry the torch during the last World, I think, soccer thing. And I was just like, oh my God, we are like on an international stage because of BC, also a foremost voice in all things LGBT, HIV, and just thriving. So I'm so proud of BC. BC, here are your virtual flowers.
Nice.
I know you're watching right now. Thank you, my brother. And I'm going to speak your Yoruba a little bit. Oshegan Egbomi. That means thank you so much, my brother, in Yoruba. So BC, here are your flowers.
There we
and
go.
I'll see you in August when I'm in the UK.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Dr. Lulu. BC, congratulations. Welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. It's so great. I just love how many people you are bringing in, Dr. Lulu, from all over the world. It's so great, man. I feel rich right now. This is so great. All right, Morgan, you are up, sir. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's make it happen. Here we go.
All right, so no, this is not George Clooney. This silver-haired fox is Jeff Matlow. He is an incredible business mind. One of his early companies, he sold it to Interscope Records. He's been a CEO and executive for 20 plus years. He's just a wealth of knowledge on business operations, fundraising, sales. He writes a great Substack newsletter called By Title Only. And Jeff and I have been connected for about 3 months. And he reached out to me, one, to give me a little appreciation and tell me that the stuff I was doing was actually making a difference, which was great. But he gave me some really, really clear and transparent feedback on the things that I was doing, both on LinkedIn and from a business perspective, and gave me some of his time, like right from the very beginning. And that's what I love about Jeff, is he'll just tell it to you straight. That is like the greatest thing about Jeff, is if you're going off the path, or you're not connecting the dots the way that you should, he'll just tell you straight up what you should do. And I found that it's always really good advice. So that's why Jeff's my second person of the day.
Nice, man. I really appreciate that. Generosity in the business community can be hard to come by, right? And you find I experience that sometimes people who have have the opportunity to share and to help don't. And so when you find somebody who will, like this, like Jeff, it's awesome, right? So thank you for introducing us to him. Jeff, welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. We are all about that generosity of spirit and time. And Morgan, thank you so much for announcing him. All right, Nadine, are you ready to go?
I am. I'm so ready.
All right. Here we go.
And I've got a really good segue from what Morgan said.
Okay.
So
awesome.
just know, I just really want to highlight Simon Ratcliffe, because he's somebody who's also giving away so much value. He's someone I greatly admire. He's too humble to shout himself out. He has so many accolades, and you don't see him talking about it on LinkedIn. So you do need to follow this guy. All of you, I'm not going to be like, oh, if you're a mom, we all need to follow this guy. Anyone that is doing personal or company branding, which is 100% of the people on LinkedIn, we need to be following him. And the reason I think he's giving away so much value is that there's not many MDs or founders that are sharing their expertise as candidly as him. And the ones that are certainly are not making the effort to make infographics and carousels for us to make it entertaining to read, and just hitting save on all his posts. I will need this later. So yeah, digestible, smart content. I think that's what I love about Simon. I'm really glad to bring him to the table.
Awesome. I love that you've brought him in, because this whole personal brand, movement and initiative and awareness is a big deal. And no joke, all of us here are trying somehow to differentiate ourselves and to stand out. Right. And I do follow a whole bunch of people who are invested in that but at the same time, it all kind of like it's just like one big blob.
Mm.
And so I am really excited to have
He makes
Simon
it so digestible. You'll love him.
Awesome. All right. So Simon, congratulations. Welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. I hope you find many, many new friends and connections here because we're all trying to build a personal brand in one way or another. All right, Nathan, you're up, sir. Are you ready to go?
I am. Let's bring up Leanne.
Let's make it happen here. Here we
There
go.
she is. This is Leanne Kindy. As you can see right there, she's a copywriter for coaches. I bumped into Leanne first. I forget how long ago, sometime last year. I like the way she writes. We have a lot of copywriters here on the platform. There's one of my favorites sitting right next to me over there. I like the stories that Leanne tells. She is open about kind of her past with alcohol abuse. That's something that's a part of my story too. The first time I ever spoke about that openly was in Julie Morey's newsletter. And a lot of us know Julie Morey. She's a foundational part of this community. So Leanne really spoke to me with that. Well, the more I kind of got to know about what Leanne does, she copywrites, but she writes for coaches who are helping people with all sorts of different things. And coaching is something that I've recently become really interested in. So I love the fact that Leanne can bring a different type of understanding to coaching because she's not a coach, but she writes for them. So that means that she has to understand how they think. She has to understand how they want their ideas presented. And that's a unique perspective on coaching. I've got a show that I'm going to start in about a month or so about coaching, and perspectives like Leanne's are going to be really important like that to that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And so Leanne, welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. You are welcome here. Appreciate your, this convicted point of view on, alcohol abuse, particularly, and copywriting for coaches. That's perfect. There's so many coaches out here and in all sorts of forms. And also, Nathan, thank you so much for bringing up Julie Morey, because Julie Morey is officially the very, very first Hotness Unleasher. Okay.
I'm gonna bring her up again later too.
Please do, because Julie is a foundational person. The very first live I ever did was with Julie. So she is an OG in my world. So, all right. With that, Paul, are you ready to roll?
I'm ready.
All right, let's make it happen. Here we go.
So this is my friend Christine Baird, and wow, what an incredible story. I went on my first international trip last year, November, to Mexico, and she was the person that I spent the most time with, and her story of triumph is so incredible. She's actually a serial entrepreneur, author, speaker, and her goal is to change the entire childcare industry. One of her things that she wants to do is lobby to change a lot of the regulation and laws of childcare. And she actually wrote a book, and it's, I guess, a series called Scary Gary, where she combines multiple of her businesses. She has a sock line and her childcare centers. And yeah, it's a neat book that's out, and she's just doing incredible things. Definitely somebody that I would recommend to connect with. And if you have kids, she puts out a lot of educational content as well.
Awesome, man. I want to say thank you for bringing her into the house, because look, she's only got 25 connections. All right, Hotness Unleasher community, fix that, please.
Wealth of
fix it
knowledge.
now. All right, she's just going to get hit hard. Christine, if you're listening to us right now, your notifications are going to explode. So with that, Paul, thank you for bringing us. I see that she's new to the LinkedIn kind of platform and all that, and it's gonna go somewhere right now. All right, with that, Susannah, you ready to go?
Let's bring her up.
Okay, let's make it happen. Here we are.
Nicole, I've only known Nicole for a couple of months, and again, it was through a LinkedIn Live, through the comments, through the conversations, and then we just started to get to know each other. She knows my story. She's been supportive, but with her, she's got this awesome way of writing. She's got a spark to the way she writes. And when I first connected with her, she was writing about how she was recovering from surgery with her knee, and it's just the way that she talked about it and was just open and honest. It's a thing that I love seeing with so many people when they're authentic. It's like she doesn't hold anything back. This is who she is, and she's just freaking amazing.
Thank you so much. She's in the comments right now. It's so good. I
know she is.
I just noticed her.
She's the one, Trevor. She's the one that you had the chat.
I love
back
it.
and forth with.
That's so good. Oh yes, and Nicole, congratulations. Right, I just love that you're here. I love that this particular episode. You know, I challenge you guys. Like, hey, let's look outside the small community that exists. Because we can become insular, right? It can be sort of echo chamber-ish, and you have risen up. Right now, we are growing officially here, and that is what this is about. So, Susannah, thank you for bringing Nicole in. We were connected, obviously, but heck, we didn't. Sorry, Dr. Lulu, just let me know. But we haven't really connected, right? And so again, thanks for bringing her up. I just really appreciate it. And yeah, here we go. And Nicole, I just love your comments right now. So good, so good. So if you guys can take a look at what she's saying in there, it's just perfect. Just
what she's saying and what some of the others are saying about her, like
awesome.
Mike Ashebrainer.
Okay, great. So we are going to get I'm going to take responsibility for getting to know Nicole, as well as everybody else who's been announced today. All right. So that said, Yuval, are you ready to roll?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Boom.
This is Andre, and Andre is piggybacking on what everyone has been saying in this round. He is one of the most generous people I personally know in LinkedIn or on LinkedIn. And he's full of surprises. He is one of the people that I talk the most with on a weekly, almost daily basis, to be honest. We keep each other accountable every week, mostly him, and to be honest. And he gives so much feedback and so much value along the way that it's insane. He is helping startups with their positioning, which I'm not myself entirely sure what that means, but I'll get to the bottom of this. I think, and I hope that I'm right, that it's part of marketing strategy and branding. And a lot of people out there, I find, don't really know what that means and why do they need him in their businesses. So that's why I think people need to connect with him. I would also mention that he recently-ish started a fantastic newsletter, and he is already giving so much value. It's insane. He's changing all the time. He's improving it all the time. He's taking a lot of my tips, admittedly, as well, which I love. And it's just incredible to watch him grow his community like that, and to see how much he gives out of himself without necessarily asking for anything in return. So I really, truly, truly love this man.
Thank you so much for bringing him in. When I saw his profile last night, I was like, oh, I got to get to know this guy, because I'm actually reading a book called Obviously Awesome, which is considered kind of one of the premier product positioning or, positioning books on like out there right now. And I invested in getting a product marketing certification. So that's part of my professional world, and positioning is the thing, right? It's legit, and you really need to know how to do it. And it's hard to get right, and it can mean everything. We're talking about product market fit and all this really, really kind of gnarly stuff. And so, yeah, I'm totally down with where he's coming from. And, when he says lowered CAC by 52%, that means something. All right. Customer acquisition cost. I mean, got it. Right. That's what we're talking about. Cut that in half and you're making money. So well done. Appreciate you bringing him in. Going to get to know this guy. Not only personally, but professionally. So Andre, welcome to the Hotness Unleashers community. You are welcome here. Congratulations. All right, Beth, we're back to you, round 3. And we're going to have to hustle a little bit. Otherwise, we're going to be way over time. So take a deep breath.
Perfect. I was going to say, if you're looking at the comments pre-live, we talked about that hot dog sandwich taco argument. It's back.
It's back. All right. We're going to have to embrace that. So I know everybody here wants to participate in that. So you have to go back on the replay and inject at that time, or just do it live in between. Make it happen. But obviously I'm focused. Okay. So Beth, you ready?
I am.
Okay. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Boom.
All right. I cannot say enough about how much I love Tammy. She was literally the first person to ever invite me to a coffee chat because I didn't even know what those were. And she probably doesn't even know what an impact she has had on me. I'm not sure she's here today, but if she is, go connect with her. She literally taught me that I can do anything and that I have the skills, and that if I don't have the skills to do something, heck, just go and learn them. It's not that hard. Just go do it. The only person that can hold me back is literally myself. And I mean, she's just this introverted bundle of awesome that loves to help others whenever she can. She's got past experience in the Navy and in cybersecurity. And so she's just one of those phenomenal people that proves that women can literally go into any field that they set their mind on.
I love it. Thank you so much for bringing her to the table. I am really interested in this whole notion of virtual CISO. Like, that's really cool. And I do sell into the cybersecurity industry. So I kind of know a little bit about this stuff, not as much as I'd like, but again, Tammy, congratulations. Welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. Well, I won't make too big of a deal about it because, you know, Beth said that you're a little bit of an introvert, and we'll accept that. But listen, welcome, right? We'll take everyone. All right. So, Dr. Lulu. Now, I know we were a little bit out of order, not ideal, but that's okay. We're gonna I can't mess up my slides. So with that, are you ready to go? Okay, let's make it happen. Drum roll, please. Here we go.
Yes. Elizabeth Lieber. So if we're talking about women doing things bigly, check. Black women unapologetically doing things bigly, check. I know you're in somewhere in there, so check. But she has a book called I'm Not Yelling, a Black woman's guide to one thing or the other. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
It tells me that my stream is...
I got you.
Okay.
Yep.
But I met Elizabeth on LinkedIn streets and I was like, who is this person who is a top voice? I did my very best to connect with her pre this. We didn't get to do that, but that's okay, because if you follow one of her posts, you see exactly what I'm talking about. Unapologetic, unafraid, living life bigly. I love everything about Elizabeth. And my mother's name is Elizabeth. So yes, I'm all for it. Thank y'all so much for helping me highlight a sister who is doing things unapologetically. And that's Elizabeth.
Thank you for bringing
so
her.
Away, sis. Yeah, your flowers.
Thank you for bringing her into this community, Elizabeth. You are welcome here, and I love that we've got people who are just out there in the front with like 165,000 followers, and then Christine Beard with 25, right? Like that's what this is about. Like, we're not going to judge anybody based on follower count. We're going to judge them based on just their awesomeness. And thank you so much. Right. And man, I'm excited to get to know Elizabeth here. So again, congratulations, Elizabeth. Welcome to this community. All right, Morgan, sir, you are up. Are you ready to go?
Let's rock and roll.
All right, drum roll, please. Here we are. Okay, go.
Nice. So Casey has been on the doors for 12 years, selling pest control, solar systems. And if any of you have ever tried to sell something door to door, you know how torturous of an experience that can be. I know from experience, I was on the doors for a couple years myself, but he's done it for 12 years. He sold thousands of accounts. Like, this guy is the man when it comes to door-to-door sales. And so something that he's working on right now is VidFee, connecting people through video. If you've ever had someone show up on your doorstep and say, hey, do you know the Johnson's down the street? And it feels really fake, right? We know that these people have this set of sentences, this pitch that they're going to throw at you. But what Casey wants to do is change that entire experience through allowing potential customers to connect with reps through video. It's really engaging. It's very genuine. And I just love the road that he's going down, because he's disrupting an entire industry, and nobody knows the space better than him. And just to further illustrate the kind of person Casey is, he called me up the other day and said, hey, I just want to check in on you. I feel like you're my little brother. I need to make sure you're doing okay. And I said, I'm older than you, so it's actually reversed. You're my little brother. So stop picking on me, right? I'm picking on you. But Casey's just an awesome guy. And if you have any questions about door-to-door or direct sales, you got to talk to him.
Okay, man. Thank you for bringing Casey into this Hotness Unleasher community, Morgan. Welcome, Casey. Congratulations. I have a little bit of experience with door-to-door. As a kid, used to sell like raspberry jam that I made because I squished all the raspberries when I went and picked them. And I've sold P&C insurance, so property and casualty insurance door to door as well, which was a little bit crazy, but nonetheless, I have some chops there. And I know it's hard. And yeah, so, it's funny because I did not dig into VidFeed, but the first thing I thought was B2B, online B2B sales as a thing. And so now I'm gonna have to go and dig in because this is totally warped my whole perspective here. So thank you for bringing Casey into this community. All right, Nadine, you are up. Are you ready to go?
Yes, ready.
Okay. All right. Drum roll, please. Here we go.
This is Nikki Diven, and she's someone I met actually through my last Unleash show, who I announced, Simon. Side note, she makes brilliant digital art. This is not what she does, but as you can see, she makes really amazing digital art. I would say follow her if you're launching a company, or honestly, if you're already kind of en route, you should be following Nikki. Something that she's helped a lot of people with is to craft their manifesto, or their mini-festo, she actually calls it. So it's more digestible and more understandable. And she shares tons of insights for those of us who need some unmuddling of our plans. The reason I'm shouting her out is because actually she should be credited for my title, Fractional Chief Writing Officer. This was her idea through just being an amazing person who's smart and just knows things. She just knows things. Mm-hmm. You have to follow her. So she should be known really for her mind, but beyond her marketing prowess, I mentioned the digital art. Do head over to her profile to see Jello Jim. Jello Jim just tickled me this week. So come for the Jello, but you'll stay for the mini-festo.
Okay, perfect. I love it. Thank you for bringing Nikki into my world, because I need to know more B2B technology people, because that's how I make money. So Nikki, welcome. Congratulations. And you are welcome here in the Hotness Unleasher community. All right, that brings us to Nathan Hill. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, drum roll, please. Here we go.
And I just dropped my Unleashers names in the comments there. This is Sarah McLaurin. I just met her recently in a video chat that was hosted by Julie Morey.
Nice.
So Sarah recently transitioned from teaching, from education. And Beth, this goes back to what you were saying earlier about how there's this idea there that you live and die in education, right? Like my wife worked in colleges. She was a professor. It's the same thing. Like you get into teaching and you just stay there forever. That's what you're always going to do. Sarah's one of those people who made the leap. Like she jumped out of that. She got into marketing. She was working with a startup. I've heard a little bit of her story. I don't know it really well, but as startups do, it didn't last. So now she's flying the green banner again. And she had a really cool post that she put up, I want to say it was about 2 weeks ago, about what it's like to fly that banner and how the reaction of the community kind of changes to you. She was talking about how she would get all these DMs about marketing, about what she did, asking for her input, asking for her expertise. And then when the banner went up, it's kind of like those evaporated. And that's weird because, right, her knowledge didn't evaporate. Her experience didn't disappear. And it was a post that really, I think, said a lot to kind of what the experience on LinkedIn can be like sometimes. So if you're in marketing, if you have a great appreciation of that transition between education and between industry, she's definitely somebody to get in touch with. And I just really enjoy like what she's up to. Like I said, I just met her and I'm looking forward to getting to know her a little more.
Awesome, man. All right. Thank you. So welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community, Sarah, and congratulations. And Nathan, thank you for announcing her. Man, that is awesome. And that green banner does have a thing, right? Also telling people that you're a seller. Ooh, baby, that can slow things down a little. I tell you what. All right. So I know a little bit about that. All right. So Paul, you are up, sir. Are you ready?
Always.
Okay, let's go. Here we are.
So this is my friend Katrina Parrish. Short story. I went to my first business retreat last year in August, and I was out of 60 people. I was one of 3 men and the only person in my 20s. She was the most welcoming person to me. And little did I know that this woman has a wealth of knowledge. She's been working for an attorney's office for 19 years that deals with bankruptcy, estate planning. And next week, Thursday, she's actually an author. She wrote a book called Prevent the Chaos, and she's taking all the information that she learned from her time and things that she's seen, and she's sharing it with people so that you get to avoid chaos.
Nice. Well, congratulations, Katrina. Paul, thank you for bringing her in. Again, here's another example of somebody who's really just getting started on LinkedIn. So if this community can tag her in the comments, that would be fantastic. And otherwise, get to know her, reach out to connect. And Katrina, get ready for an onslaught of inbound connection requests. And please take them, right? Accept them, because this community is all about the love and all about celebrating all the contributions that we each and every one of us bring uniquely. All right. And with that, Susannah, are you ready to go?
Let's bring her up.
All righty then. Drum roll, please. Here we go.
Raquel Flores.
Yes.
Now, here's another one that I've only known for a couple of months, yet everything I've seen and interacted with her, and I've had coffee chat with her, she's just one of the most supportive, she's always there to help connect and help people grow. She's always looking out for people. Everybody that I've talked about so far, it's like they want to inspire others. And I would love to say that she's in here right now, but I know she's not anymore because she starts in 10 minutes for her show.
Yeah, she was here earlier. I saw her in the comments. Yep.
So it's like, bummer,
yeah,
but
that's the way it goes. That's the way
she's wonderful. And I just, that connection that I had with her and being able to just start talking with her, and she opens up and I can say anything. She knows my story. And it's like, so what?
Perfect. Raquel, welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community officially, because frankly, I already kind of thought that she sort of was, right? Because she's everywhere, like literally everywhere. She's always like consistently one of the first persons to people to respond to like virtually anything I post. She's always around, always engaged, and I've thoroughly enjoyed seeing her. And again, congratulations, Raquel. Hope your show goes well. We're going to try and shut this thing down, but I have a feeling we're gonna encroach on the 9 o'clock hour. But anybody who's here can go over to your show in a little bit as soon as we're done. So with that, congratulations again. Yuval, are you ready?
Are you ready?
I hope so. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please.
All right, this is Owen, and this person right here, I believe, is the future of LinkedIn. If I'm not mistaken, he's 23 years old. I don't know how he has so few connections. This guy is so real, and he's sharing all about mental health and his own journey. He's so very young, but he's been through so much. He's been battling with eating disorders, and he's speaking about how he got out of that and how he's just handling everything. And he's sharing everything so openly and beautifully and vulnerably. And I know that he is going to help so many people out there and so many families out there who might be having people who's battling with eating disorders and mental health out there. So please connect with him. I was supposed to meet him yesterday for the first time, but he's down with COVID. So also sending him lots of love and healing energies, and truly, truly a wonderful human being.
Thank you for bringing him into this world, or into this community. Owen, congratulations on being a Hotness Unleasher. And Yuval, so ED has been on the on my radar this week. Nora Denuso has making a big deal about that, and a lot about how LinkedIn isn't policing its ads very well. And it's been front and center. And I know a lot about ED. So thanks for bringing that up. And Owen, again, congratulations. Welcome to this community. All right. So we are now in the final round of the Hotness Unleasher show, and we've got 6 official minutes. So we got to hustle here. I don't want to shortchange anybody. So if you got something to say it. But at the same time, I'm going to try to keep my stuff. Crunch it down. All right. You ready, Beth?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's make it happen. Drum roll, please. Here we go.
All right. There's Steven. Like, where to even start? So Steven is kind of like my soul brother. Every time we talk for hours about literally everything. We talk about life, tech, work, mindsets. I mean, literally anything you can name it. So, but one of the most important things that he really shares is that not everyone is positive all the time. That positive people have lives that are hard and draining too. But it's really how you look at those situations that can determine a good life from a bad one. And guys, he is so right. Oftentimes, the people who post the most positive content have the hardest experiences to share. And sometimes we post those posts just because we need it for as much of our benefit as anyone else's. We need that reminder too. And so I just love how down to earth and fun Stephen is all the time. And he just is always bringing his truly wonderful, authentic self. So if I'm the Duchess of Positivity, he's definitely the positivity powerhouse.
Awesome. Congratulations, Stephen. Way to keep it balanced, way to keep it real and pragmatic. And yes, we can stay positive, but it ain't always good. So, we can move through that and work with it. And Beth, thank you for bringing him into this community. Congratulations, Stephen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Dr. Lulu, are you ready for your final Hotness Unleasher?
Yes.
All right, drum roll, please. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Talk about saving the best for last. Yes. So if you followed my trend today, I have showcased a Nigerian in Houston, a Nigerian in the UK, an American that I believe in my heart is Nigerian, and now a Nigerian in Nigeria.
Okay.
I am a physician. I am a pediatrician. I really, really went to real medical school and never saw a Black fetus in my medical textbooks. This person, yes, he has grown to 20,000 followers, but that's not the point. He is young. He's a medical student talking about children leading. He's a TEDx speaker like me. He's my brother. He's Igbo. His name is Chidi Ebere, which means God has mercy. He has brought the Black skin to the world stage. Chidi Ebere, take every flower, take every food, take every Nigerian praise. I love you, my brother, my child, my baby. Chidi Ebere. You know what? If you're talking about future leaders, look no further than Chidi Ebere. He is doing things bigly in the world stage. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for letting me showcase my people today. I'm going to get emotional. Thank you so much for letting me, Trevor, show my people today. The queer, the Black, and the woman, all in one. Thank you so much. I got to go, but thank you for letting me showcase Chidi Ebere.
Okay, my heart is just literally just exploded. Like a bajillion pieces. Dr. Lulu, you have brought the hotness today. Chidi Ebere, welcome to this community. Welcome to as a Hotness Unleasher yourself. And I can't wait to get to know you. And yes, a Black fetus. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lulu. Thank you for making me see that and changing my view. Okay. That means the world to me. And yeah. So with that, Chidi Ebere, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Morgan, final Hotness Unleasher of the day, man. You ready?
I mean, how am I supposed to follow that? Should I
Well,
just
you're
leave?
No, you're gonna follow it. That's what's
Okay.
gonna happen. You're just gonna go.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my main man, Malachi. He is the person that I go to when I'm struggling with things, and it doesn't have to be just career. It can be any area of my life. I go to him. He's working at one of the hottest startups in Utah, Wardco, right now as a client education leader, and he's just one of those people that is wise beyond his years. And so if you're looking for someone who is in that customer service world or customer experience world, but also just need someone to lean on when things get tough, that's what Malachi is all about. Love you, man.
Awesome. Congratulations, Malachi. Thank you, Morgan. Everybody counts. Everybody is worthy of celebration. And I welcome all of your Hotness Unleashers all the time. And I want to grow this community intentionally and with people who are just awesome. And Malachi, again, congratulations. Morgan, thank you for bringing him in. All right, Nadine, you are up. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Last one.
Okay.
Let's go.
Drum roll. Here we are.
So Ashley Amber yes, she is she's an authentic goddess. Her content is candid without being raw. She's really polished because she asks the right questions. So she's a journalist by trade, but she's also extremely entertaining on a personal level. And just if you enjoy watching people ask really great questions to other amazing people, you need to follow her podcast, which I think is new. It's called Unpopular Opinion. And need I say more?
Perfect. So Ashley actually did reach out to me to connect earlier today. So
Kidding.
I'm just thrilled about. She must have saw me troll, like lurking around her
Lurking.
profile or something. Like, what is this guy spending? What's he about? Right. Well, here it is. So Ashley, welcome to this community. I love the turquoise behind your unpopular opinion there, and yeah, this is great. Love the cat in the picture, the whole 9 yards. Again, Nadine, thank you for bringing her in, and Ashley, congratulations. Welcome to Hotness Unleasher community. All right, that brings us to Nathan. Sir, are you ready to go?
Of course I am.
All right, drum roll, please. Here we are. All right, go.
My final unleasher is Tessa Rawson. I got to have a great conversation with her a couple of weeks ago. She is in the coaching public speaking space. She has not only helped run TEDx events, she's helped set them up. Very cool. She knows a lot about the space. Two very neat things I should tell you about her. One, she is getting ready at some point in the next several months. I forget exactly what her timetable is. She and her family are going to go live on a boat on the ocean. So depending on how her internet connectivity is out there, we may or may not get some great stories from her. I'm sure eventually we will. The other thing I have to tell you, and I'll probably do a post about this story at some point, but she ended up sending me a TEDx talk on a post that I did about my terrible office chair that inspired me to make a stool that I sit on now. So like she has literally changed my posture with showing me that TEDx talk. And I'll tell you more about that stool some other time, but it's crazy.
Okay. Awesome. Tessa, thank you. For inspiring Nathan to improve his posture. Nathan, thank you for bringing Tessa into the Hotness Unleasher community. Congratulations. Can't wait to get to know you. Good luck out on the boat. Hopefully your internet connectivity is functional. All right. So, and with 856 followers, expect your notifications to literally explode here in a few minutes. All right. That brings us to Paul Deitch. Are you ready to go, sir?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Drum roll. Here we are. Here we go.
So my final Hotness Unleasher is Lindsay Elizabeth. Wow, what an incredible leader, friend, human, and her story, another inspiring story of triumph. But the reason why I picked her today is because she has one of the best movements that I've ever seen on social media of living unmuted. And I think for so many of us, there's times in life where we know that we want to speak up or we want to pursue things that life knocks you down. And the reason why I brought her up here today is, Lindsay, I wouldn't have gone to the next level without you. And everyone definitely needs to know who this woman is. Thank you, Lindsay.
Awesome. All right, Paul, thank you for bringing her into the Hotness Unleasher community. Lindsay, congratulations. You're welcome here, and definitely going to find out more about what it means to be unmuted, because yeah, sometimes I need to mute myself. All right, so with that, again, congratulations. Thank you, Paul. All right, so Susannah, you ready for your final Hotness Unleasher of the day?
Oh yeah, and if some people are smart, they'll actually
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, here we go.
There is Sia. And the thing about Sia, I connected with her last year. We didn't finally talk until January. Everybody that I have mentioned, I connected with them through Sia. Sia was the first. And then I got a chance to talk with Mike Ashbrainer yesterday. It's like this whole group of people, I would have never met them without Sia. And Sia she's kind of like everywhere. And right now she's with Raquel too. So all of them, you talk about hotness, you talk about content, they're in everything. They write, they do video. Sia even has a little bit of cybersecurity background. So they're just so much to each of them. And that's what I love about all of them. And Sia was the first domino of this group.
It's so fun to think about that, like where these things get started, right? And how these connections emerge. And I can tell you that I have actually been on 2 live shows, not a guest, but I've watched 2 live shows at the same time, have done that before. So just because their show is going right now doesn't mean you have to leave this one, all right? You can have 2 windows open at the same time. All right. And so with that, Sia, congratulations. Welcome officially to the Hotness Unleasher community. It's about time. And I hope you're having fun over with Raquel right now doing your show. Okay. And with that, we come to the final Hotness Unleasher of the day. Yuval, are you ready to go?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Here we are.
This is Ivaldas. Fun fact, I originally wanted to share 2 women and 2 men, but then I thought I can actually show a fellow Lithuanian here who is also a massive women supporter. So here we go. Ivaldas is one of the most generous people, yet again, that I know here on LinkedIn. He is a startup advisor. He has consulted to and mentored hundreds of people straight out of his goodwill and good heart, and he is an incredibly funny person. He's also the founder of Founders Sunday, which is one of the most active and most amazing groups here on LinkedIn. It's full of knowledge. It's full of information for first-time startup founders, or people who are founding their 5th startup or something. It's incredible, and he is doing all of this for free. He's not selling anything. He just wants to spread knowledge because he's seen it all. He's done it all, and he's a person that personally, I hopped on a coffee chat with him a few months back. We didn't even watch the time, and we just stayed online for 2 hours straight. That's the kind of person that he is. And if you're not connected with him yet, you need to do that right now.
Okay, absolutely. I'm going to reach out to him, reach out to everybody here that has been announced. So Ivaldas, congratulations. Welcome to the Hotness Unleasher community. Yuval, thank you for bringing him in here. I'm absolutely going to reach out. And that brings us to the end of the show. Man, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and for everybody in the comments who has been here and has been commenting like crazy. It has been awesome just to see these float through. I've had to refresh my instance of the show 18 times because LinkedIn is so glitch, but that's the way it goes. And man, I just want to say so much how I just feel so much bigger and richer right now. And you guys have just been all on point, and you took it seriously and you embraced it. And for anybody who's curious or wasn't able to keep track, that the slides that I have is actually a file, and I'll post those as a carousel, and I'll make that available in our DM chat. So if you guys want to do the same thing, go for it. Absolutely would celebrate that and want to get these people out and about into the community for being just totally awesome. With that, we are 8 minutes over time. Go and check out Sia's and Raquel's event that's going on right now if you want to hit that. And with that, I wanted to just say thanks again, everybody. Hotness Unleasher marching on is now marching off, and we'll see you again in April. All right, that's it. Thanks, gang.